Ooh. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. This is the Political Spotlight. It is episode 94. 1 minute and 31 seconds. I think that's a body of water back there. I could probably hold my head under that water for 1 minute and 31 seconds. That's not that long. That's, you could do anything in that length of time. Hell, that's no time at all. Hope you guys are doing well. We've got a good show in store for you all this evening. Let me make sure here we're showing this around. We're all shared everywhere we need to be shared. I want to welcome the new people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to welcome the new people that are either be watching this. That'll either be watching this live or that will be watching this on repeat. We've got a couple of other people from the Tippecanoe County area in Indiana, Lafayette, West Lafayette, around through there, Boone County, who are going to be tuning in as we've kind of made a little bit of a break in over in that area because of this whole LEAP project deal that's going on, and we're going to be working with them and doing more with that in the coming days and weeks. And if you're a viewer of this program, specifically if you live in Indiana, if you want to get ahead on what we're going to be talking about, what's going on, they've kept this real quiet. A lot of people don't know what's going on, what I'm talking about. And this is an effort. We talked about this a little bit last night. It is an effort by the state government. Eric Holcomb, the governor, they are ballsy enough to call this his legacy project. That's what they're calling this. And this is the state's attempt and the local government of Lebanon, Indiana, that is headed up by Mayor Matt Gentry in Lebanon. It's like a brother and sisterhood between those governments, the state and local government there, and the horrible mega company, the parent company of Holcomb. I think he was formulated in a lab inside this company, Eli Lilly. So it's a partnership between Lilly and Holcomb, the state legislature, and the city of Lebanon, Boone County, to divert 100 million gallons of water from the Wabash River in Tippecanoe County to Boone County, to Lebanon and Boone County. Project LEAP. And it's connected to a lot of other things. They're wanting to do other things all over the state. This is something that I have been talking to you guys about. Now, listen to me. I know that we are a month out of the election. I know a lot of people are burnt out. Our live view numbers are down. That always happens after the election. Everybody's like, I'm tired of hearing about all this. I'm just going to check out for a while. Our numbers will kick back up in January when it turns into crazy election time. It's just what happens. Happens always. It always happened on the podcast as well. Perception is reality. But people get around to it. They don't feel it's not as urgent a need to watch live. Here's the thing. This is something I've been talking to you guys about because the people in Muncie, the people in Newcastle, the people in Madison County, the people in Randolph County, the people in Wayne County are going to say, this is not why do you care about this? Why do we care about this? This is not in our backyard. We've got things that we need to be caring about here. Well, let me tell you, folks, this is something that's going to be happening all over the state of Indiana. And this is something that we're going to be funding this project, whether we live there or not. We're not going to be seeing anything from it. So it's not like this ordeal is going to be helping us any. Yes, Stumblefoot. Yes. I just watched a program that a lot of people would literally say is like massive conspiracy. But within this program, it's a 26-minute video. They talked about two things that I have heard about out of the mouths of elected officials in the last year and a half. And that is carbon sequestration. And that's exactly what you're talking about there, Stumblefoot. Carbon sequestration. And our buddy JD Prescott, he was the one acting like he knew all about that when that came up. And draining these aquifers, draining water from the Wabash. It's going to be a bizarre thing. So we're going to be looking into all of that and dealing with this. This is going to be a long-term project. We're going to be talking with a city councilman and a professor from Purdue in a couple weeks, several weeks actually. Won't be talking to him until January, but it'll be interesting. And it's something that all Hoosiers need to be paying attention to. JD can barely dress himself. That is very true. He could barely say carbon sequestration. He definitely couldn't say penetration. Had a hard time with that. Hard time. Giggity. I said it for you, Joey. Yeah, Catherine, do you have the dreaded blah? I can't say it because it's COVID. I mean, I can't say it because it's YouTube. I can't say it because it's COVID. I mean, I can't say it because it's YouTube. Oops. Dang, YouTube, I said COVID. Oh, it's vaccine I can't say. Never mind. Well, YouTube, I will not say vaccine. I promise. All right. In tonight's show here, local, I just want to keep your mind in that area with the waters, with what's going on. If you want to read about that, if you want to get a head start, if you want to get a head start, that's what I was getting to on that stuff. You need to look. There are some articles in State of Affairs. It's called State of Affairs. You can also go to a website called stopthewatersteal.org. Again, that is stopthewatersteal.org. All you got to do is Google LEAP, LEAP, Indiana LEAP. Google Tippecanoe. Go the newspaper in the Tippecanoe area is called the Courier Journal Courier, one of the two. Look at all of that. Look that up. And look up Tippecanoe County Commissioners. They literally issued a moratorium. They literally issued a moratorium on any kind of issue with any kind of dealing with their water in the Wabash River. And the mayor of Lebanon, a town from a whole different county, told them to take a breath, relax. That's stupid what you guys have done. We're coming through. I mean, he's so narcissistic. He just knows this is going to happen. It's really crazy. So we're going to be talking about this. Of course, I want to talk to our state legislatures, legislative officials about this. I want to talk to Scott Alexander. I want to talk to Sue Arrington. I want to try to talk to J.D. Prescott. I want to talk to Corey Criswell. I want to talk to Mr. Breaking Bad up north, as Josh calls him, and talk to all these people around here and find out where their head is with all of this. Because we need to let them know, even as Hoosiers on this side of the state, we don't want this. And if you're not from Indiana, listen to what we're talking about, because this is either going on in your area or it will be going on in your area real soon. So there's definitely places that you can go to look into this. I was actually contacted about this. I've said this before, but I want to keep saying this, and I want to let you know how even some people really closely related to this are very concerned about this. I was contacted by a wife of a state representative who said, I'm hearing about this when we go to events, and I don't think that this is good. I don't think that this is a good thing. And yes, Catherine and I have talked to several people from Blackford County on a couple different things related to this and all this. So, yes, I have. So it's very similar to what's going on with the solar project in a lot of ways. The solar and this water deal, the carbon sequestration, they all go hand in hand. And this is it's really scary, because all three of these things are tying into some things that literally about 2 or 3 weeks ago, 2 or 3 months ago, I would have considered being conspiracy theory. We're talking things connected to, what you hear about with the whole 2030 deal, the Great Reset type of situation. This is really weird stuff going on. It's connected to the Indiana Economic Development. I want to say it the right way. I don't want to mess it up. It is the Indiana Economic Development Corporation. And one of the weirdest things about the Indiana Economic Development Corporation is they have offices not in Fort Wayne, not in Evansville, not in Indianapolis, not in Muncie. They have offices in Germany, in Thailand, in Korea, if that's what Kate's mouthing down there, or she was having a stroke, one of the two. She's not been doing well. She's real sick. She's just not at herself. So we need to really, really offer our thoughts and prayers with Kate. She's just not doing well. So anywho, good. She's got a twin sister that if something happens to her, we'll be able to pick right up with, what's her? I was trying to think of a name that rhymed with Kate, but Blake, I don't know. So, oh God. That's hilarious. Rate her sister Rate. Kate, Rate, Jake. Her sister Jake. That doesn't rhyme, but that works. Jake's jacket is green and black. Good Lord. Nate. Well, yeah, her sister Nate. Thank you. There, Lenny. So okay, tonight's episode, I want to talk about some stuff closer at home here. I was extremely disappointed. So, today's Wednesday. It's Board of Works Day. Her sister Hate. That's more like it. That is absolutely more like it. Stand by 1 second here. I need to send a message down to the hand behind the door. Give me 1 second here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this. So I know what we'll do. We'll go ahead and we'll start to watch the Board of Works. We will get into this Board of Works meeting, and that will allow me to go get a water. I thought I turned around and I thought I had a water here, but it's out. Oh no! Oh no!
I sent your mom a Facebook message.
I did too. Maybe she'll get them. My phone is dead, so we're screwed. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get into this Board of Works meeting. It is, what we'll do is we'll play it, and then we will, I don't know, Alva, if I will have time. So we generally here at the Political Spotlight like to go for about an hour and 30 minutes up to about 2 hours. I don't like going, I like to try to keep it between an hour, 32 hours, if possible. Wow, it worked. Ta-da. Thank you. Hand it that way. Hold on. Do you see it? Stick it down here. More. No, you got to come down further, like this. There it is. This episode, this 94th episode, brought to you by Dasani Water. All right. What? And Rhonda. All right. So I was going to this meeting. I was going to go up there. I was going to get my answers and demand my answers from Ted Baker, We're scheduled to go to lunch tomorrow at 10:30. I was gonna boogity, and he was gonna be like doing his thing, and then we were gonna go to lunch tomorrow, and I was gonna be all calm and be like, yes, Ted, this is the issue. But I want you guys to witness what happens here. Let me get my scratch pad out here because I need to have, I've got this all worked out. Now, because of how long I normally like to go with the show, we're going to start this. I don't know if you guys get tired, if you have to check out, if you can't do it, I understand, but please try to get through as much of this as you can. I know some of it might go until tomorrow, so we'll have to do what we can, but please try to hang with me for as long as you can. All right, here we go.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the December 6th meeting of the Muncie Public Board of Works and Safety. If you'd like to stand, we'll recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, everyone. Lacey, could we have roll call, please?
The first thing you'll note is I should have just let it go because this is just going to delay it more, but I think we'll be all right. The first thing you'll note, there is already that there's only 2 people up there. You'll notice that Lola Maurer, it don't matter. She's never there, so we don't need to know her name. The girl on the end is gone again. She's always gone. And if she happens to be there, Ted is gone. I'm telling you, the only one of these people that can be there always is Linda Gregory. I'm starting to think that Ted and Lola are the same person, because if Ted is here, Lola's not, and if Lola is here, Ted is not. Yeah, this is the Board of Works Committee, so there are 3 members. Obviously, 2 members make a quorum, 2 members are the vote, 3 members, whatever. So I think that Dan Ridenour needs to appoint people who can do the job. All right, let's go.
Baker?
Present.
Lola Maurer?
Not here.
Present.
We've been presented the minutes for the November 29th meeting. If we could have a recommendation or a motion to pass those.
I move we approve the minutes from November 29.
And I would second it. Any questions or comments? Okay, having none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Register of claims, Mr. Wright, Craig Wright, the city controller.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Wright.
Dealing with this week's claims, I sent out the email as I always do with the claims attached and just highlighted some of the claims that are on here, the higher dollar amounts. I will say this week we do have credit cards on there which adds to the number of claims, and we did a second run of 4 pages with the utilities with AT&T, Comcast, Indiana, Michigan Power, American Water. And with that, I'll open it up to any questions you might have.
Linda?
I really don't have any, even though there are a lot of claims this week. Explanations are pretty good.
Yeah.
Other than I still would, I have reservations about paying for meals, lunches carried in for staff meetings, but that's just
Yeah, I get that.
my problem.
What?
I have none.
So I'd like to move approval of the claims for $1,056,681.
And I would second that. Do you have any comments or questions from those in attendance? Okay, having none. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. Motion carried. Thank you.
Thank
Craig.
you.
We have Ball State University. Are you Gabriel? Gabrielle or Gabriel?
Gabrielle.
Gabrielle. Okay.
Gabrielle.
Okay. So you have put a request in for street closure for Ball State University Multicultural Center for an event on 1/15
Yes.
and from 11:30 to about 12:30.
Yeah.
Okay. And the purpose of your event?
It's for the MLK March that we do every year.
Okay, great. Thank you. And this is something that you've been doing multiple years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Any questions?
No, I'd like to move approval of the street closure application.
Okay. I will second it. Any comments or questions?
Yeah, I'm just hoping that it's decent weather for them.
Yeah.
Always.
Last year was actually pretty good, so hopefully
Yeah,
it
and
can-
January 15th, it's kind of like, right?
up in the air.
Yeah, it could be anything, yes.
Well, we appreciate your activity and the campus and how you've conducted business over these years. It's been
Thank
very positive
you.
for our community. So,
Perfect.
okay, with no questions or comments, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
We'll sign the documents. Lacey will have them here after the meeting.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Do we have any other business that we need to take care of here? We have no more on our agenda. Okay, having none, we'll just consider the meeting closed.
We'll just consider it closed. Like idiots, we'll bump our fist on the desk and assume that means something.
Adjourned.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for me to pull my head back into this and talk about this. No, nobody asked anything about alcohol. I'm really offended. Okay. So, just to give you a quick rundown, if you go on the City of Muncie's Facebook page, it says the meeting, the time of this video is 4 minutes and 32 seconds. Okay, that's true. However, if you start this meeting at 0000, the meeting does not start. The moment that Ted Baker says good morning starts at 14 seconds. At 24 seconds, they say the pledge. At 41 seconds, they take roll call. Lola is missing. At 1 minute and 5 seconds, they vote on the minutes. At 1 minute and 11 seconds, Craig Wright says good morning at the podium. So they start talking about the claims at 1 minute and 11 seconds. They vote on the claims at 2 minutes and 42 seconds, which means it took them exactly 1 minute and 31 seconds. 1 minute and 31 seconds to approve the expenditure of $1,056,681.09. Okay, Catherine, we're not. Listen to me. The FBI investigated us for 7 years. We had 7 representatives hauled out in handcuffs. We are way worse than Madison County. We wrote the book on craziness. Madison County is trying to get up there. When the FBI comes in and gets you guys, and you people still are electing these people and chaos is still going on, then you'll get there. You guys have a little ways to go yet, you pups. Well, we need a lot more arrests, I tell you, absolutely. So does Madison County. But 1 minute and 31 seconds to approve $1,056,681.09. To Jackie's comment, Linda has concerns about staff charges for staff lunches by the city. If she has problems with that procedure, why doesn't she explore further with Craig or deny paying for those specific claims? Aha. Well, oh yes, we are definitely in a competition. Catherine. I am not Linda, and therefore I wanted to explore that a little more. Now, when you hear Craig walk up to the board, to the podium, and he says, I emailed you guys an email. That's that email I've told you guys about. That's also the email that I request that he send to me, and they told me no, he won't send it to you. I will say that it was posted on the online today. So as long as they're posting it online, I've got no problem with that. They don't need to send it to me as long as they're posting it online. The moment that they stop posting it online because I'm using it to talk about them and using it to explore, then we will have an issue. All right. So I'm putting a little pin in that because I was going to call and bitch. But as long as they're posting it online the day of, I would like to see it the day before, but as long as they're doing it the day of, I'm okay with that. So we'll get back to that in a minute. But I just want to talk about the fact that it took 1 minute and 31 seconds to approve $1 million. All right, we're going to break that down in a minute, okay? Then they go on to a request for a street closure, okay? That Gabriel gets up to the podium at 2 minutes and 56 seconds. They approve her claim or her request at 4 minutes and 3 seconds, and then they have some chatter for a minute. And then the meeting is adjourned through their bizarreness when he's beating on the desk with his hand at 4 minutes and 21 seconds. So the first 14 seconds of the video is dead air, and the last about 10 seconds is dead air. So erasing both of those, the entirety of this meeting lasted 4 minutes and 7 seconds. The meeting lasted 4 minutes and 7 seconds. That's it. That's all it was. Last time, they didn't get started until, let me go back and look. Give me just a second here and I will tell you. Board of Works meeting. Okay, I guess they got started at 9:01. All right, it felt like it was longer than that, but I guess they got started at 9:01. So it is what it is. Hell, by 9:01 they were already, a quarter of the way through their meeting. So unfortunately, I was unable to get to this meeting today, and it wouldn't have mattered. He didn't have my minutes. So I'm like, okay, no big deal. No big deal. I'm going to see him tomorrow. We'll be able to address everything, and I will address it with you guys. Yada, yada, yada. No big deal. Well, this afternoon, I'm sitting around killing time with my grandparents and just hanging out with them, making sure everything's okay there. And I get an email from Ted Baker. What do we know? We get an email from Ted Baker, you guys, and what do you think this email says? Hey, I can't wait to see you tomorrow, buddy. Just confirming that you'll be here. Can't wait to see you, buddy. No, instead it says, unfortunately, I am not going to be able to make our meeting tomorrow. I'm going to have to give you other dates and times that I will be available so that we can meet. And I was like, okay. So he had to cancel to go buy a gavel. He told me that we could meet, his calendar allowed for him to meet next Monday, the 11th, at 10 a.m. or after. And I responded back to him, isn't that fun? Well, okay. I'll be there at 10 a.m. on Monday, December 11th with bells on. That works just fine with me. See you then. To which he responded back to me, I have you on my calendar. Our meeting is set for 10 a.m. on Thursday the 11th. Now, in all fairness, okay, in all fairness, when I sent the message back to him and told him that I could be there, it was a couple days after he had initially sent the email to me. And when I sent that to him the other night, he never sent me a response saying, yes, we're okay, that's okay. So he gave me some dates and times. I sent the response back to him, and his very next correspondence with me said, unfortunately, I can't make that date and time now. So I'm not going to bash him over the head figuratively about this just yet, because in all fairness, I will say that I took up the time. And so that was, I took too much time to get back to him. So I do believe that we will meet on the 11th. I do believe now that he has corresponded back with me. I don't believe that he will miss that. And we're going to meet at his office. It's not going to be a lunch. We're not going to eat. We're going to talk and the point, I don't know what he thinks the point of the lunch is, or it's not a lunch. I don't know why I keep saying that. I don't know what he thinks the point of the meeting is. To me, the point of the meeting is way back when, this was sometime last year, Ted got caught saying something that was a little out of pocket. And I texted Ted and I emailed him and I let him know that although I am a public person, what he was saying, the next time I heard it, I would sue him and wouldn't think twice about it. I would go get a good attorney. And if the good attorney says no, because you put yourself out there, you can't, I would go get a shitty attorney that wouldn't say that, and we would sue him. I might lose it, but I would sue him. And I said a whole bunch of bad things to Ted in response. I let him know where I stood. I let him know what my father thought of him. My father couldn't stand this man. And unfortunately, my dad, because of me, my dad respectfully, because of me, never told Ted. And so I just let Ted know where he stood with at least two of the Bilbrey men. And Ted apologized to me. And Ted responded and apologized and said that he would like to go. He apologized, and that was it. Then sometime I don't even know when this was, maybe the spring, I was cleaning out my email and I noticed that a couple weeks after that, he had messaged me again, and he had told me that he would like to get together, and he felt that he respects what I do, and that he would like to get together and talk about, my concerns, yada yada yada, with the Board of Works. So I thought, okay, this is going to be a great opportunity for me to explain to him why I go there and am so angry a lot of the times, what my issue is with them trying to get these meetings done in 4 minutes, what my issue is with them not allowing people to talk or not answering questions or trying to shut the citizens down. This would be an opportunity for Ted and I to meet, not as citizen, political commentator, media person to Ted Baker, appointed public servant sitting on the Board of Works. This would more be Bilbrey meeting Ted Baker, two guys who have a lifetime of knowledge of each other, and a friend of a father of a friend, and a friend of the son, talking together, and just having a chit chat. So I don't know what Ted thinks the point of the meeting is. I'm sure he's going to be slobbering. When Ted and I talk, I'm going to show you what it reminds me of when Ted and I talk. I'm going to show you right now what it reminds me of. I'm going to show you right here. Oh, do they not have this? Hold on. This is probably going to get me. Hold on here. I can't find the scene that I wanted. Y'all remember in the original Teen Wolf when the dad makes the principal piss himself? You know what I'm talking about? When Mr. Thorne who is the principal gets oh yeah, right here it is. Right here it is. I'm gonna show you right here. It is. I got it right here. It's not exactly how I would like it to be, but so here we go. Here's the principal telling Teen Wolf not to come back. And now here's the dad talking to Mr. Thorne.
You never learn, do you, Rusty? You stay away from me. I want you to leave my son alone. He's a good kid. He's just having a tough time right now. Okay?
And it's obviously where we see that the dad is a werewolf too. And then the principal pees himself.
I didn't like to count on you, Rusty.
It's kind of like what happens with Ted and I. It's just real weird. I don't get it. I've never understood, because like we've always been cool. But it is what it is. So I am assuming it'll be like that. Maybe that's why he doesn't want to meet in public. I don't know. I've got no issue with him. I have no problem with Ted being Ted. I just want him to know that as a public official, I have an expectation of him, and the citizens have an expectation of him. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back through, because we're going to have more than 3 minutes. So Ted says, I don't look at the social media. So I'm going to go through before our meeting, and I'm going to screenshot sections of the social medias, where people are saying, could you guys go through this longer? Could you do this? What's going on here? And I'm going to show him these examples. I'm going to come with receipts like I always do. And I'm going to express upon him why this matters. I'm going to pull up the Indiana Public Access Counselor Handbook. And I'm going to show him this. And hopefully we can get through to him. Now, do I think Ted is going to change? No. Ted is too invested in who Ted is and what Ted gets. Ted's whole charade right now is that he's the director of the Innovation Connector. He gets money from the city and all of this stuff. So Ted's not going to be like, oh, wow, Bilbrey wants to meet, Bilbrey is going to, has met with me and is changing my whole way. That's not going to happen. Ted's going to be Ted, but I'm going to do what I think needs to happen. And so Ted and I are going to have a fine meeting. I'm not going to raise my voice. Things are going to be calm. We'll have a good time. I foresee it going for probably 30, 40 minutes. And then I will out of there. And I'll keep you guys posted. I've had a lot of people say that I should live stream it or whatever. And look, I don't consider myself a journalist. You guys all know that. Being the political commentator. That being said, I try to treat people with respect. I'm not going to. I will record it, do all of the things that I always do to protect myself, like audio record or whatever. But I'm not going to put it out for public consumption unless something just really crazy happens. Then we'll see what goes on. But I don't believe that's going to happen. Like, for example, when I went to eat lunch with the mayor, I didn't post that information out. I came back and I gave a retelling of what happened, and so that's what we'll do. We'll do the same thing. And I look for it to be a good meeting. If nothing else, maybe it will at least allow Ted to understand where I'm coming from. It might not do anything else, but it will give him an explanation of where we are. So I think it'll be a good thing. If a public servant doesn't read the comments, I'd take it they don't read emails. They will never know what everyone is wanting. That's a real good assumption. I don't know how many people email Ted. Matter of fact, when I emailed him after he had responded, we emailed back and forth, whatever was going on there. He doesn't have a City of Muncie email. They don't have emails that are provided by the City of Muncie. So if a person wanted to contact them, I'll be honest, I can't tell you how to contact them. I can tell you the email, but I can't tell you, if someone wanted to get a message to the Board of Works, I would say probably because here's what you would do. I would say call the controller, but when you call the controller or you email the controller, who does have a City of Muncie email because he is a full-time employee, he's going to say, well, that's not my job. That's not my job. So then I would say maybe contact Lacey in the clerk's office. But in all fairness, that's not her job. And I'm not telling anyone to do that because I don't want to put any more work on Lacey. So more than likely what someone would have to do would be to contact the City of Muncie, and probably in that case, what I would direct people to do is contact the HR department, because I do not care to put any more work on Micah. Put all the work on her we can. We can inundate her, and that's sorry about you. You're a city employee. Contact her or contact Shireen Wegley, and tell them that you're trying to figure out how to get response to the Board of Works. I'm sure you're going to be told, well, go to the meeting. You just say, well, that's none of your concern. I can't do that. I want to email. It's 2023, so that is that. But I just think it's rather sad. It's definitely an in-person visit to the Board of Works if you had questions, but don't expect clear answers. Absolutely. Yeah, Joey. Sorry, assholes, I have a job. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's so disgusting to me that we cannot get these people to figure this out. Look, there wasn't a lot to discuss today outside of the claims. What would have been wrong with taking 30 minutes and discussing the claims? I looked through the claims before I went live. I looked at the clock and it was 8:20. And I started and I looked through the claims twice before it hit 8:47. When I was done, and I at the same time I was also going through the minutes and writing down minute for minute what was happening, and I was going through the meeting, so it took longer time. The point is, it took less than 20 minutes for me to go through the claims twice. Now, I do want to show you guys, if we go back to the actual meeting here of the Board of Works, I want to show you this here again, and just show you, what time does Craig come up? At 1:11. Okay, go to 1:09. I want to pop this up for a second and show you guys this. Now listen to this for a second.
The city controller.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Wright.
Dealing with this week's claims, I sent out the email as I always do with the claims attached and just highlighted some of the claims that are on here, the higher dollar amounts. I will say this week we do have credit cards on there which adds to the number of claims, and we did a second run of 4 pages with the utilities with AT&T, Comcast, Indiana, Michigan Power, American Water. And with that, I'll open it up to any questions you might have.
Linda?
I really don't have any, even though there are a lot of claims this week. Explanations are pretty good.
Yeah.
Other than I still would, I have reservations about paying for meals, lunches carried in for staff meetings, but that's just
Yeah, I get that.
my problem.
I have none.
Well, it's just my problem.
I'd like to move approval of the claims for $1,056,681.
And I would second that. Do you have any comments or questions from those in attendance? Okay, having none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, so that's done. So here's the email. It says, "Good afternoon. Please find the attached claims to be approved this week. There are a few claims I would like to bring to your attention that I have numbered below. I will be in my office early tomorrow morning. If you have any questions prior to the meeting, please don't hesitate to give me a call. Page 7, $37,200 some dollars, Indiana Michigan Power, traffic signals and streetlight. Page 14, $73,500 some dollars, Delaware County Clerk, ARP, general election cost. Page 18, $10,200 some dollars, Carrier and Gable, MVH push button assembly for Riverside and Tillotson. Page 21, $23,100 some on American Structure Point, LR&S Engineering Services. Page 21, $27,000, Bindle Lawn Equipment, L&R&S Boom Mower Attachments. Page 21, $20,700 some, IMI Irving Materials. Page 21, $36,300, Patriot Contractors Equipment. Page 23, $150,000, Easy Dock Mid-American Edit 9 new piers. Page 25, $45,000, Greater Muncie, Indiana Habitat for Humanity. Page 26, $33,800, Humana Insurance. Okay, fire pension. Okay, that's it. 26 is insurance. And then the EFTS, all down on that. We also did a second run on utilities, AT&T, Comcast, Indiana Michigan Power, Indiana American Water. This is also credit card week. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, now I want to share with you this picture. Okay, and we're going to take this down. The email that you looked at was the email that he sends out. This is the actual claims that they get. Okay. And you see on the thing, there's 18 pages and they just scroll down through. Now, Jackie brought up that Linda had brought up about carrying lunches and during meetings things. Now, it's interesting that she brought it up on this one because normally in any given claims, there's a couple. I'm going to sneeze. Oh no. Don't sneeze. Pull my nose down. There's a couple of these lunches on any claims, 2 or 3 of them, sometimes more. And sometimes they're for large amounts of money. This week, there was only the only thing they're not giving out is that memo section on the check that tells description of purchase. Hell, Dan knows. Yeah, well, so I'll talk about that in a second. So about that lunch that she was concerned about, it's actually the very first thing on the agendas. General fund, mayor, training fees and travel, Star card member services, lunch meeting, the mayor, Dustin Clark, Adam Leach, and M. Owens. And that is for $31.86. So I'm conflicted about this.
She's bitching about $31. Would you like the grand total of the things that were listed in the email that they didn't actually talk about in the meeting?
Yeah, do that. So figure the grand total of this up.
It's $764,300.
Hold on, $764,000.
$319 and 24 cents.
7,064.
319 and 24 cents.
24. So yeah, everything on this list that he points out as being he thought it was of interest, and she says nothing about it.
He doesn't even mention them. He didn't even mention the insurance this time. He mentioned utilities and credit cards.
Yeah.
So that is one thing on the actual long list.
Yeah.
And nothing else got discussed.
None of this other stuff, which, listen, it's,
But $31 is a big deal.
yeah.
I get it. Insurance is a reoccurring cost. Not
Yeah.
a big deal.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
But if you're going to put it in the minutes and then not talk about it,
Yeah.
at least bloody mention it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't get it because I'm going to be honest with you. If you're doing training at work and you're there, I don't have a problem with them bringing in lunch and paying for lunch. I don't have a problem with it. If
And
police
that's actually really
officers-
reasonable. It was $8 a person.
Yeah. Right. Absolutely. Because
They didn't order filet mignon and surf and turf and lobster and
right. If police or fire are going to training and they get a stipend, I don't care that they go out and they eat. I don't care if they eat reasonable lunches and they want to save it up and on the end of the week of training they want to go to Olive Garden or they want to go to Applebee's and they want to eat. I don't give a shit about that. I don't care about that. But like the thing that gets me is what is going on with the $300,000 that we've paid into a building we're going to tear down? Why don't they care about that? Where do you see? Okay, you see this. This is all the mayors. This is all the mayors. Gasoline. So, I mean, these are all fill-ups. 77.82. What idiot fills up and doesn't round up? Like, that bothers me more than anything else. Who gets 77.82 in gas? That person is Satan. You know? Yeah, I don't know. That's probably what it is. If they have lunch and they are meeting in town, they should pay for their own lunches. I don't know. I'm conflicted about that. I don't know. I'm conflicted. I don't have a problem with them going to lunch and buying pizza or buying, Subway or Chinese delivery. I don't care about that. I mean, again, you're talking about the 1, 2, 3, 4 people eating total for $31. That's $8. Listen, we can come back and fight that once we're not paying $300,000 for a building that we're literally going to tear down. I do want to let you guys know in a follow-up to last night's show, I did send out the bid information that I got from that one sheet. I sent it out to the team. I sent it out to Brandon, who's an engineer, sent it out to Kate, sent it out to a couple of other people. I sent it out to I sent it out to Audie, sent it out to a contractor, sent it out to my brother, who's an engineer, and sent it out to Sarah. And so we've got a couple different sets of eyes looking at this. And a couple people have already responded back to me and said, wait a minute, I've got an issue here. Here's an issue. Here's an issue. So once I can talk with all these people, because I haven't talked to all these individual people, once I can talk to them all, I'll put everything together they say, and I'll come back with it. And I will get that. I will let you guys know where we stand with that. While I'm thinking about it here, give me 1 second. Because what I did not do was I did not looking for. Oh, right here. Okay. While I'm thinking about it, I want to make sure that I send it to. Jackie, I told you I'd send it to you, and I didn't yesterday, so I am now. I was afraid I didn't have your email, but I do, and I'm sending it to you. Maybe you're not interested in it. I don't know, but you normally ask for things like this, so I sent it. If anybody else is interested in looking, if anyone else is interested in looking at it, if you can, if you have social media and you want to send me your email to my Facebook Messenger, you're more than welcome to do that. If you don't have social media and you want it and you want to send me an email, do me a favor, send it to that email. Tell me who you are if you have some weird ass name, and I will send it to you. Just say, "Hey, I'm so and so," or give me your fake name or whatever if you don't want to tell me who you are, and I will send it to you. How hungry can you get in 4 minutes? It's not those people, Jeff Walls. That's hilarious. If the city of Muncie was paying for those people's meals, I would have a problem. I would have a problem. When you go to lunch with Ted, take him to McDonald's at lunchtime. So your conversation will last 20 minutes. That's hilarious. Joey, if you want that email, I got your phone number. If you want that email, send me your email and I will send it to you. If you're interested in looking at it, you might be. I don't know if you are. I will send it to you. Anybody that's interested, I'll send it to anybody. I wish there was a way to send it. Like, that's one bad thing about YouTube is YouTube doesn't have a way to private message. And that would be a way to, that would be so much better, but they don't have a way to do that. So that's kind of a shitty thing. I don't understand that, but, so that's that. Okay, cool.
What if we add it to my Google Drive and then we post the link in here? And whoever wants to look at it can go to the Google Drive and look at it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. If you want to do that,
okay.
Can you do that?
Give me a few minutes.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. I'll still send it to everybody's email, but if there's anybody, what we'll do is Kate can add that to the Google Drive, and then we'll send a link, and that way it's a private thing. No one can get in there and change it, but you can get in there and everybody can see it. So all you have to do is click on the link, and then that way everybody that watches this from now on out can get on there and can watch that. And that's a look at that. That's a pretty good thing. So see why we keep Kate around here? I'm still thinking that Facebook or that YouTube needs a way to allow people to message things. The other thing that I wanted to tell you all, I did have another update that I wanted to tell you. And I want to look down through here to see. No, I think that's it. I think what we'll do, Alva, that is why she is the producer. You're exactly right. Yeah. Joe, you would think like everywhere where else has like all other social media platforms have a way to yeah, yes, Joey, has a way to private message the account holder. I don't know why that is. Okay, there is the Google Doc. Oh, what I'll do with that, Kate, can you send that to me in the political spotlight thing? And I will share that link on the committee sec. I'll show you. I'll show you guys where you can find it, because there you've actually got to copy and paste it. Oh, no, that's just on our screen. Hold on. What does it look like on YouTube? I forget what it looks like in YouTube because I'm not actually on YouTube. Let me go over here and take a look. I'll still post it in the community section, so that doesn't matter. Look at that handsome devil. Wow. Come on, I want to chat. Oh no, okay, so it's actually in there. You can click on it. All right, cool. That is awesome. Dude. Social media, we figured it out with the power of all of this going on is amazing. Well, so here's what I'll do. I will put it in the description of this episode. Put this link to bid specs for 809 West Street. Prices. Okay. So we'll put it here. And I'll save that. So it's now in episode 94.
Just
I'm
tell
gonna
me
go.
how much you love me, because now I can never, ever, ever delete that file from that drive.
What does that mean? I don't really know what that means. You got to keep it?
I have to keep it, because otherwise nobody will be able to look at it. If I delete it from my drive, it'll be gone forever.
Does it cost anything?
No.
Okay, so it
No,
doesn't.
I stay under my allotted, what the hell ever it is.
Wait,
megabytes.
we changed that when we made the jump from the bastards to here, right?
Yes.
But
And then
that
I paid for 1 month.
Okay.
To have the huge, so you still owe me $2.99 for that month that I was holding all of your Bilbrey Live and Bastards of Politics videos.
You need to send it. You send it into claims, and we'll get you paid.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, we got a quartermaster here, so the quartermaster will get you taken care of.
Oh, fantastic!
That's hilarious. Oh, good God. That's hilarious. Give me 1 second here, folks, and we will get back to reality. Episode And 4. Okay. Whoops. So all right, I'll show you guys where I've got that. So it's basically everywhere now. It's in the descriptions of tonight's episode 94, 1 minute and 31 seconds. I went back and I retroactively put it in the description of last night's episode 93, so it's there too. And it is in the community. So I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys how to get to it on our page if you want to see it. If you want to see this thing, let's see here. Okay, here is the here's our YouTube page. So if you want to see this, you can go to last night's episode, click on last night's episode, click on the description, and right here it is at the very bottom after the description. It says be sure to tune in and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And then the very bottom down here says link to the bid specs for 809 West 8th Street, Muncie Crisis Center. It's there. Okay, so you can find it there. You can also find it not here. This is not our video. What is this? You can also find it in episode 94 in the same spot. Look at that. This is like Inception. You can find it in episode 94 in the same spot. Or if you're one of those people, I don't ever go to this place. You can go all the way over here to community, click on community, and you can find it right here. It says link to bid specs for 809 West 8th Street, Muncie, Indiana, Muncie Crisis Center, as seen on episode 93, the political spotlight, 93, laughing emoji, and right there it is. So that's where you guys can find it. Yes, the Bastards of Politics YouTube channel is out of service. I still have a lock on the name, but the YouTube is not, like, it's just we don't post anything on there. It technically goes to Josh's channel, but it's not called that. It's a very convoluted mess. Yeah. So it's a pain in the ass. So, that's that. Okay, well, listen, we ran out of stuff to talk about. Now we're just kind of wasting time. I've got some stuff I've got to do anyways. So we're going to kill the feed. I'm hoping to have some information here from Henry County soon. I have let him go a little bit because of the death of the father. Again, that's on you if you want to take a look at all that weird stuff. It goes down a rabbit hole. I'm not going to get into that here. It is what it is. Well, I'll just say Sheriff John Mark, I don't understand what he's got going on, but just to let you guys know, we have changed. he is no longer, I will no longer use the name Sproles here. I am going to refer to him from now on as John Mark or your sheriff. That's the only two ways I'm going to name him here. Your sheriff or John Mark. So that's that. He is your sheriff. Remember, your sheriff. So hopefully I have some information on him soon. I am waiting on a response back from my attorney, my ACLU attorney on that. So we'll wait to see what happens there. I appreciate all of you. Tonight is Wednesday. I might very well possible have a good show in store for you guys tomorrow. It should be interesting. Maybe if you're into drama, it might be interesting, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I still got to find out what's happening. So I'll let you know. So tomorrow's show will either be really good or it'll just be regular. So at least I'm honest. All right, you guys take care. God bless each and every one of you. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Stay this side of the earth. And we will see you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. Take care. Hey, and to my grandparents, my phone is dead. If you guys are still watching, well, I'll try to send you a message to find out once my phone is undead. So, special wink out there to my grandmother, and I will call you or I'll text you. All right. Have a good night, and I will see you guys here tomorrow. Oops. As soon as I can get back to what I need to do so I can say goodbye. Ha ha ha.